Okay, guys. Nick had a good question. He said, "Is this stuff that's showing up before the angle, this stuff right here, is that a greater than or a less than sign?" No, it's the symbol for angle. Okay. So in geometry, we may see this stuff coming up some, so we know we need to be familiar with it. Like I told you guys right at the end of the last video, because these two figures are similar, that means that their size is not the same. The length of the sides of these triangles won't be the same, but we're going to pair them up with their corresponding sides. So I'm looking at this triangle first. What side goes with MN? Can someone tell me what side goes with MN? Alberta. Let's see. MN goes with QR. Do you see that? I don't even have to look at the figure, guys. I can just look at the name. Okay. What about LM? What goes with LM? And I want you to raise your hand for me on this one. What goes with LM, William? PQ. I don't need to look at the figure, although I can. I know that LM goes with PQ. All right. And then the last one, of course, is going to be LN. What side goes with LN, Dane? Let's see. PR or RP. I'm doing it in the same order that the name is given. Does that make sense? All right. Now, when we name figures, we need to make sure that we put the corresponding sides together always. And then we can use that to help us figure out what point goes with the other. All right? Quickly, some questions. Let me go through here quickly. We'll see. Well, I looked at this figure, and let's just say I want to know what side corresponds with LM. I don't really have to look over here at this figure. I can just look right here. Here is, uh-oh, let me get rid of this. Okay, here's LM. Well, okay. PQ goes with LM. They're in the same order. Does that make sense? Yeah. Good. Alex? So I'm assuming that the little red line on top of the letters, that just represents a line. Yeah. What Alex asked was, what does that little line on top of the letters mean? It just means this is a side. This is a segment. That's the symbol for segment. A line segment. It doesn't keep going. If it was a line, then there'd be little arrows on the end. Okay? Yeah, Taggart. Why do we do a comma between the things, not a congruent? Well, Taggart's question is, why do we do a comma between the sides and not a congruent sign? And the reason is because these two figures are similar. They're not congruent. That means that QR is not the same length as MN. Right? That's why I can't say that they're congruent, because they're not the same size. QR is actually smaller than MN. Okay? Now, if the triangles were congruent, same size and shape, then I would say that these things are congruent. But since they're not, they're just similar, they're not. Now, the angles will always be congruent in similar figures. The angles will always be congruent in similar figures. Yeah, Leo. A similar sign looks like this. Okay. Oh, they're similar? Yeah, I guess you could, but you don't have to. Okay. All right, good job, guys. Let's look at the next example.